Happy Yuletide! I don't know. It's time for the drive home show. It's time for the drive home show. But we're not driving home. We are driving to Scale and then to church. Not our church. Oh, why he got an Audi? Alright, let's see now. Which way am I going? I'm looking at Elvis trying to start his car. He's got an Audi convertible. And he's got to open his hood and something to start his car. I'm like, what? You have an Audi. You have an Audi convertible. What are you doing? What are you doing, sir? Ma'am. Ma'am, sir, person. Sir, ma'am, person. Sir, ma'am, sir, person. Human individual. Nice to meet you, individual. Ma'am, sir, person, sir. I'm going this way. Blah, 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 blah. Sorry. Sir, ma'am, person. Individual. Well, I'm off for 2 days. I'm off for 6 days, kinda. With 1 day to come in and just work and sit and look at the computer and stuff. Sir, ma'am, person. Yeah. Sir, ma'am, person. Individual. Well, the 3M building does not have a Christmas lights anymore. It's all different scattered lights. So we're going to get Paula from school, and then we are going to Crosstown Church for Paulita's racial reconciliation class. It's not actually racial reconciliation, but I don't know better. I don't know the actual description, so that's what I came up with. So there. I'm yawning. I'm not talking because I'm yawning. It was a long day. It's a busy day, but it did slow down at the end. The last few hours, I found out my former coworker Ted Buckley, he has a form of leukemia. I'm not going to pretend to remember the name. To me, it's leukemia. I don't know. Leukemia. There should be only one kind of leukemia. But his wife said it's the worst kind you can get. He apparently he's had chemo, radiation, for the last 5 days or something, and kind of have tubes going down in his stomach to just take stuff out and stuff. It just does not sound very fun. I mean, it sounds the most opposite of fun. I saw it on Facebook yesterday. I saw something about he's not taking any calls. He's not taking Facebook. Not going to Facebook. He's not taking text messages. And then they said something about you can find out about his progress at Caring Bride. That's what it said, but it was actually Caring Bridge. And I'm like, what the heck? What does this mean? What does that mean? What is that? I don't know what that means. That's crazy. What is that? So I kind of went to his page and I kind of pieced things together from looking at people's comments and posts and stuff. And I'm like, oh, he's not well. So I emailed, when I got to work today, I just emailed my 3 TCF former co-workers, Tara, Tom, and Ruth. And you probably know this, but Ted's not well, and blah, blah, and I gave him the Caring Bridge thing, and Ruth forwarded it to Susie. Susie found it on Caring Bridge and sent me the link. So I went to it and found that my former TCF co-workers were commenting on a post that came up when you go to the page. So I did that too. But what we all should have done was signed a guest book. But we were commenting on a comment. But there was Jim Levine, who retired. There was There was Susie, there was Tom, there was David Bishop, Donnie Morissette, Barb Richard, Colleen Stanton, Ruth, did I say Tom? Tara, and then Brenda Waldera, who was a programmer back then. I don't know what she's doing now. And so I'm like, wow, all these TCF people, we're like the only ones that were commenting on it. And there were some other people who I didn't know, but the TCF people, Lynn Dahlgren, the TCF people far outnumbered all the other people put together. So I'm like, man, these TCF people are cool. They're great. And but you know it's snowing. Did I tell you that? It's snowing right now. It's not staying on the ground, but it's snowing. It's 5:46 p.m. and it's 33 degrees. I know you might be asking, how can it snow when it's 33 degrees? That's above freezing. It should be rain. I don't know how that is either. No, obviously it's up in the air. It's colder. It's more cold than it is down here, and by the time it falls, it's only 1 degree above freezing, so it's not going to like instantly melt. So it's going to stay in its frozen form. It's like melting on the streets. But so anyway, back to Ted. Wow, the traffic is horrible going the other direction. We're going on 94 right now, westbound. We just passed Marion Street, where my old Sears used to be. Yeah, before TCF, I worked at Sears for like 12 years, and then I worked there another 2 or 3 more years after, while still working at TCF. I worked both places. And then I worked at TCF for 17 years. But anyway, the TCF people, they're cool. They care about you. They were all responded. They were all well-wishing, and I thought that was really cool. But you know what? What I discovered? The only people that commented were the ones that worked before the cancer came in. Because they don't care. They don't care about somebody who put in about 10 years at TCF. They don't care. But the other people, the people that commented, are the people that have been there. That we were a close knit team, and stuff like that. So I'm just glad I'm not there with the cancerous management. They're going to bring that place down. So there's a plow or something on the road. He's sprinkling salt. Everybody's going real slow past him, sprinkling some salt on the road. Now I drove over the salt, so now I'm sticky on the road. I'm not slippery. Slippery eel. Blah, blah, blah. It's 5:50. It's 32 degrees. We're dropping. I don't know how much snow is supposed to fall. I know I read an article on the online newspaper. It said something about there could be 1 to 2 inches of snow before the Sunday game, against the playoff game against the Seahawks. Could be 1 to 2 inches of snow on the ground, and that's this Sunday. So it's snowing now. It could snow 1 to 2 inches, but that's kind of not significant. I don't know if it's supposed to snow again. Like maybe this time it will snow 1 inch, and then another time it will snow a 2nd inch, or maybe this time it will snow 1/4 of an inch, and the second time it will snow 3/4 of an inch, and a third time it will snow 1 inch. I don't know. But either way, if it's only 2 inches or even 1 inch, that's not a big deal. There's a flashing light. You gotta get ready to stop. You gotta get ready to stop here because there's a flashing light up ahead. I'm getting off on the next exit. What's the difference between this exit and the next exit? That's a Brian Regan joke. He said he had a girlfriend, and we're not dating anymore because we couldn't agree on the definition between this exit and the next exit. She said, take the next exit. And so he got off. And why are you getting off here? He said, take the next exit. No, this is this exit. The next one is the next exit. Boom. All right, we're gonna record. We're gonna audio record Paulita's teaching tonight. I posted on the Interracial Marriage Support Group page on Facebook. Interracial Marriage Support Network is what it's called. And I've got lots of members. I don't really promote it at all. People just ask to join. I don't know. I would guess. There's 100 to 200 members. Well, all I did was I made the group, and then I invited all my friends, my current Facebook friends that were currently my friends on Facebook. I invited them to join, and some of them did, some of them didn't. Some of them asked, "What is this?" And I told them it's a group for interracial couples to encourage each other and let them know that people support them, and you don't have to be in an interracial marriage or an interracial couple to be in the group as long as you support them. So some of them joined, some of them didn't. That's cool. I'm not going to condemn you for not joining. There are groups that I don't really want to join. So that's fine. But since then, I found one person. She sought out the group. She just looked. I want to know if there's a group out in Facebook for interracial marriages. She looked and searched and found my group, and she joined. And she wrote me. And by a crazy coincidence, she lives in Smyrna, Tennessee. That's where my dad lives. And so we talked via instant messenger or whatever, and she actually worked with a good friend of Carol's, my dad's wife, and so she knows Carol. I don't know if she knows my dad, but I just thought that was kind of cool. She's a black woman married to a white man. They have some kids, and we're like brother and sister now. We call each other, I call her sis, and she calls me bro or brother or whatever. And I thought that was cool. Very cool. Very cool. Other people just asked to join from all around the world. It's not like a major group. Like, I don't post an inspirational thing every day or whatever. I made this Kendria. She's the one in Smyrna. I made her an administrator or whatever. She can add people to the group, because after hearing her heart, I said this group is for you. So she's a co-owner. I don't know, a co-admin. And I'm just wondering if Paula is working at South Campus. That's where I'm going, but I guess if she wasn't working, then she would be with Paulita at the church. So I'm assuming she's working, and that's why I need to pick her up. So that's where I'm going, to South Campus. Now the snow on these streets is kind of collecting, it's kind of gathering up a little bit there. Yeah, and then the group, the interracial marriage group, interracial couples, I think I called it. Because we're not promoting same-sex marriage. I'm not adamantly disallowing it or whatever, but I'm not condoning it. But we've had some people ask to become members, and then they put a racist crap on there. So I have deleted them and blocked them with the quickness. Now I don't know how many groups I have. I have at least 3 groups, and I'll tell you about them right now. We got a few minutes left. The one you just heard is the Interracial Couple Support Network. The other one is the Sears 425 Rice Street group, and it's for people who worked at Sears in the 80s and 90s and whatever. I'm really lenient on that. I'm not strict on that. I've just had a couple people in the last 2 days ask to be in the group, and I don't know them, but I let them in the group. One dude didn't even look, he looks like he's in the picture. He looks like he's 20 now. So how did he work at Sears 20 years ago? You know what I mean? But I let him in the group, and then he posted some spam about how to get a free Target card, blah, 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 blah. So I deleted that post right away. And I did not delete him because it would have taken a little bit more effort to figure out how to delete somebody from the group on my phone. So I let it slide for now, but if he does anything like that again, he's out and blocked. The other group I have is the original Word. It's called the original WOLCF crew. That's Word of Life Christian Fellowship crew. It's anybody who went to that church, whether it visited one time or was a member. It's mainly for like the members who were there for a while. I think Shamir visited one time, and I put her in the group, and then she dropped out, I think, or something. I don't know. So it's mainly for members who were there for a while. Well, 6:01, it's 32 degrees. I need to text Paula and tell her I'm here. I don't know if this will let me do this. I'll keep talking just in case it does. I think it was savings. Are you still? Yep, it's still recording. It is still recording. And we'll just keep talking until Paula comes out. It's 6:01. She might not come out right away. I watched some Rich Little impressions. It was not too long ago, because George W. Bush was president, and so that was about more than 8 years ago, but less than 12 years ago. But man, nobody laughed at his impressions and jokes and stuff. That was pretty brutal. I mean, like, no laughs. Like, okay, here's one of the jokes he told. And it was in an impression. Can't remember who he was doing at the time, but this is the joke he told. There were 3 Canadian. For some reason, I want to try to tell it as Ronald Reagan. He was not doing Ronald Reagan, but I'm gonna do my Ronald Reagan impression to tell the joke. And I can't remember the whole thing, but well, there were 3 Canadians. They were all out hunting, and they came across some tracks, and one of them said, "Oh, this is a deer. These are deer tracks. We should be able to shoot some deer." And the other one of the other 2 said, "No, these are elk tracks. We need to hunt for elk." And the third one said, "No, these are moose tracks. We need to hunt for moose." And they kept arguing, and no, it's a deer. No, it's an elk. No, it's a moose. And they kept arguing, and then they got hit by a train. Get it? They were train tracks. Yeah, I was not laughing either. I'm like, and then what happened? What happened after the train hit him? So, yeah. Snowing. 6:04, 32 degrees. My legs hurt. Like, my legs are kind of like, what's that disease? Not bilateral leg weakness, but the one that we laugh at when it's on the commercial about it's restless leg syndrome. That's it. Restless leg syndrome. Moving the trash because Paul is about to come out. I got restless leg syndrome because I've been sitting all day and I haven't been walking around and stretching my legs enough. For the first time today, and as long as I can remember, I had to run to the bathroom, and that's a hint. I had to run to the bathroom, or there would have been a mess. So I remember Dumb and Dumber, that little laxative trick there. Yeah, that's kind of what kind of thing. That's that's the best way I can put it without being graphic. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm like, where did that come from? It's been a very long time since that happened. I used to get like an upset stomach all the time when I was a kid. I was a nervous kid. I think I think the problem was that I would not go to the bathroom at school. I would hold in my everything, my gas, my number 1 and my number 2. I would hold that in. I wouldn't fart because I was embarrassed for anyone to hear it, so I just held it in. I held it in. Then I got home and I was all clogged up. It's not like it just came out when you got home from school. I would not go because I did not want to use the school bathrooms ever. I was afraid of the school bathrooms because that's where the kids went to go smoke and whatever. So I would not. Maybe I used the ones in the locker room in the gym when I had gym class. I might go pee in the urinal there, but as far as anything else, I would not use the bathroom at all. And then I would get home and I'd be all stopped up. Here's Paula. All right, that's our show. Peace out.